assistance of the Arabic as to confine the English language to words of mere Celtic origin, to the exclusion of every derivation from the Greek, Latin, French, and other dialects. On a superficial view, it may be supposed, perhaps, that as the genius of the two languages is so different, a perusal of Arabic grammar can throw no light on that of the Persian. But two things essentially foreign to each other may often have a tendency to the same point. For though astronomy can never teach the practical method of working a ship, yet it is to the highest degree necessary to the safety of navigation. So Arabic grammar, though not absolutely teaching the elements of the Persian, will be found to throw most satisfactory lights on that study, especially by enabling the student to discover the roots of those Arabic words which are so copiously blended with that language, of which being once possessed, and of the mode of forming from them the derivative inflections, he may with ease fix in his memory 20 words perhaps, for one which he could acquire without such assistance. For an example, see page 210. Upon the whole, therefore, I will not hesitate to assert that the reading of Arabic grammar with the least attention will give a gentleman already acquainted in some degree with the Persian a more critical knowledge of that tongue than twice the time directed to any other branch of study. End note. I have attempted to reduce the whole to the simplest principles, by placing what appeared to be of the greatest real importance in the most conspicuous light, and throwing the less consequential into a kind of remoter perspective, in order to avoid crowding the foreground and destroying the effect of the principal figures. As abstract theoretical disquisitions delivered in an obscure Latin idiom, though worthy perhaps of the attention of those who make philological learning the study of life, are by no means calculated for gentlemen whose chief views are necessarily directed to commerce, war, and political government, to whom languages must of consequence be objects merely secondary, and the means of acquisition proportionably the more important, as they tend to promote, without greatly interrupting, their more interesting pursuits. I have given Arabic grammar an English dress. I have endeavored to mark most forcibly the great lines, and to clear the avenues of the underwood and thorns of the study. I have been as literal in the translation as the genius of the languages and my own understanding would permit, and I have been full in those extracts than was absolutely necessary, if considered simply as authorities, from a conviction that this practical mode of accompanying the grammatical rules will be found far more satisfactory than volumes of theory alone, which few minds without infinite labour can either comprehend or retain. And now, having concisely explained the plan I have pursued, nothing further remains to recommend but a moderate degree of perseverance, which I flatter myself will soon convince the student that the difficulties of the language are more artificial than natural, more imaginary than real, and easily to be overcome by industry, attention, and a will to learn. End of preface to A Grammar of the Arabic Language by John Richardson. Recording by Abu Jalal. Recorded in Oxford, England.